All right, guys, I'm just through how to perform the trap bar deadlift. This is not going to be in a ton of detail. I want to get this through quick, pass on a few points. The first thing is, it is very common in a trap bar to see people squat the bar up. So rather than being in a hip hinge position, they'll get down to the bottom and they'll squat it up. Now, this isn't wrong if that is something we want to work on, that squat pattern. However, traditionally, with a deadlift, we want to work on our hip hinge pattern. You'll also notice we've got generally on our trap bars, our two different bar heights. We've got the higher version. We've also got the inline version. So if we were doing conventional, we'd be a bit further down. So when people have less pain in the back or aggravation from a traditional deadlift, it's because they are that little bit lower. They come up to a trap bar, you're slightly higher, that pain can go away. Now this is most commonly going to be a mobility / stability issue. If that is the case and you don't have access to a trap bar, do your normal conventionals, but raise them up. So put a couple plates underneath your bar and raise up if that is the only issue you've got. But like I said, our big focus for today for these cues is our is our deadlift cues, so our hip hinge movement pattern. So I'm going to come to the side just so you can see a little bit easier or a bit more of an angle. When we come down, just like our normal deadlift position, we want to make sure we maintain that hip hinge. So we come down, you'll notice that my back is somewhat flat to the roof. I'm not letting my knees drive way over the toes. So back is flat, I'm in a hip hinge position. You'll see my arms are in line with the shins. From here, I'm setting the lats down, so I'm pulling shoulders to butt. I'm squeezing the glutes and I'm pushing the floor away. From there, I'm coming back down under control, making sure I repeat the movement. As always, guys, with any deadlift motion, we're finding that tension first and then pulling. So if you listen in, if I jerk, you'll hear the clank. Now, if I find tension and pull, so tension, pull, no clank, as you can hear. So that's our trap bar deadlift, guys. Those few cues there. Remember the hip hinge pattern, not the squat pattern. Got a bit of a sweat on. That's probably the biggest important cue, guys, there. So hip hinge pattern, make sure you've got tension, and as always, keep those lats set on, glutes on, push the floor away.